Well, good afternoon again, everybody. It is my pleasure now to introduce you to Mr. Richard Bromberg, USA representative for Byblos Art Hotel in Verona, Italy. I will remind everyone that this session is being recorded, so you'll be able to access it at the end of the presentation. And also, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask, please put them into the Q&A section, and we'll be happy to answer them at the end of the presentation. So with that, once again, Richard Bromberg, welcome.
Fernando, thank you very much. My apologies for a little bit of challenge getting on, modern technology being what it is, but I'm here and I'm glad that you're here. So I'm going to go to the presentation. Fernando is going to be moving the slides for me, but basically we have each other for about the next half an hour. I'm going to introduce you to a fantastic hotel sitting outside of the city of love, Verona, Italy. We are called the Byblos Art Hotel Villa Amistà, and I'm going to let you know how your clients can benefit, and you can benefit as well from booking this fantastic boutique luxury property. Next, please. So here you are, another picture of me. I had the pleasure of joining with the Luxury Stars collection in February. It is associated, it's a part of the Modern Luxury company that is in London, in the UK. I'll talk a little bit more about the Modern Luxury collection in just a second, but you can see that I'm one of the associated partners here in the United States. My local, I live in Bethesda, Maryland. My cell number is, as you can see over there, 703-801-7795, and my email address is richard@theluxurystarscollection.com. I will say, by the way, a quick hello to everybody that's on the call. I hope that I know a lot of you, but if I don't, this is a nice way for me to say hi to you and thank you very much for showing your interest in learning more about Byblos Art Hotel. Next, please. So the Modern Luxury is a hotel representation company based in London. They've been around for a while. They represent a number of different hotels throughout the world. Byblos is one of the products that they've been working with that recently wanted to have a presence in the United States. So that resulted in the creation of the subsidiary called the Luxury Stars Collection, of which I joined with them back in early February. So Modern Luxury Collection, again, has hotels that are boutique properties, luxury hotels, offering some really cool experiences with a personality at the hotel that provide a little bit of story. And Byblos certainly falls into that category. Next, please. So be sure to pay attention. We will be giving away a 2-night stay at Byblos. I'm going to present a question to you later in the presentation, so make sure that you pay your attention and listen. At the end of the presentation, again, since we do have the chat box, which is available for questions that you could put in there, that is where you can also answer the question that I'm presenting. And the first travel person that will respond will be the winner of the 2-night stay. And I will make sure that I have your information and put you in contact with the sales department of the hotel so that you can request your dates. Next, please. So this is what I'll call a little bit of a tease. It's a short video that will give you a brief introduction.
So, a 16th century villa at the gates of Verona, inspired by the tradition of the Veneto region, has been reinterpreted to become an elegant luxury hotel and host an impressive permanent exhibition of contemporary art. Our chef's preparations are a rediscovery and reinterpretation of regional and international traditional flavors and dishes. Experience the Byblos Art Hotel in Verona.
Like I said, that was a really brief introduction to what the hotel is all about. You'll get a lot more information about it in just a minute. So when you look at the map, you can see two of them. Obviously, the one on the bottom indicates where the northern part of Italy is in relation to Switzerland to the sort of northwest, and Austria further a little bit to the northeast. But we're in the very northeastern part. The Alps aren't too far away. And you can see where we're located there. But when you look to the map that's above that, you'll see that Verona sits pretty much to the, it's equidistant to Milan in the west, which is about 100 miles west. Driving from the airport in Milan to the hotel will take you about 2 hours. You'll see to the right, we have Venice, which is about 75 miles away, and it will take you about an hour and a half. Now, in terms of traveling from the United States to either one of these two destinations within Italy, Milan will have more direct nonstop service from the United States, so is the larger airport. Again, you can certainly go into Venice, but that would generally require a change along the way, change of planes along the way. So that would just give you a good idea about where we're located. And by the way, when you look at the map, you'll also see that there's a lake to the west of the hotel. That is Lake Garda, one of the large lakes that's up in the northern regions of Italy. And we'll talk about that a little bit as we get further into the presentation. Next, please. So we're now going to start to talk about what the hotel has to offer, what its features are, and I'll get into a really good description about this. But so you can see from the pictures that this is not your average ordinary hotel. The property is a 16th century villa that sits in the Veneto region, and its architecture reflects, what was being built in the 16th century. So again, late 1500s. So the building itself is over 500 years old. Again, it's been reinterpreted to become an elegant luxury property, and what it is essentially is it's as if you're staying in your various different locations where you are situated in the country. If you have a museum of modern art, imagine that your guests have the ability to sleep there, eat there, experience a spa there, the grounds there, and you're surrounded by a permanent collection of contemporary art. So the juxtaposition or the contrast, I should say, of, traditional architecture, 500 years old architecture, with a visually stimulating, very contemporary art and decor and furniture and sculpture and all that, makes this a very, very unique experience. And again, you see Villa Amistad is a combination of the historic and contemporary pieces of furniture. One of the very well-known artists, Alessandro Mendini, has some of his furniture that's located there. So we have a permanent collection. One of the cool things that the hotel offers as for guests that are staying there, they can actually do like a guided 1-hour tour that's provided by the hotel. It has to be reserved. There's a cost. It's about 100 euros for the 1 hour. And one of the two people that will actually make the conduct the tour is the wife of the owner. She has put together a lot of the collection that we have here. At this point, let's talk about who is a typical or the perfect clientele that would like to go to this part of Italy and also experience Byblos. So, we're located in the northern part of Italy. Verona is the UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is referred to as the City of Love, and that refers to Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, which takes place here. And of course, you have the Juliet balcony, which is a very popular place where tourists coming into Verona can certainly go and look and reflect upon where it is. So the folks that go there are people that like UNESCO World Heritage Sites. They love Shakespeare, so they want to experience the Romeo and Juliet experience. People that go there are art and contemporary art lovers. They're foodies. We have a fantastic restaurant as well as a small farm on the premises where we grow our own produce and fruit, which is incorporated into the daily menus created by the chef. So we're actually a farm-to-table hotel and restaurant. We are actually located in the Valpolicella wine region of northeastern Italy. So the wine lover certainly can appreciate where we are. We have a spa, so the wellness type of clientele could go there as well. Clients that will come to us typically are the FIT and the group market. They come here because they have specific interests that they would like to experience from this out this region. Clients that are doing touring that wanted to do an extension perhaps before the tour or after the tour or before the tour. Folks that are doing a Mediterranean cruise that might end in Rome that want to also extend and do either pre or post tour. So It's a wide variety of clientele that you can sell to this area and this destination, and Byblos is a perfect opportunity for that. If you can continue, please, Fernando. So this is what greets the guest when they walk into the hotel. I can guarantee you that they have never seen a visually stimulating and art-filled lobby like you'll see here. So what do we have? We have very contemporary furniture. We have the chandelier, which is Murano glass. There are several of these types of chandeliers throughout the property. You'll see that there is a piece of artwork on the lower left picture hanging from the ceiling. You'll see that there are murals that are on the upper part of the walls. You'll see that there's artwork that's on the walls, and also the furniture and the mosaics that are on the floor. You'll see on the lower right, there's a picture of a sculpture in gold. The sculpture is actually Kate Moss. And one of the other things I talked about, who is a particular type of client that's a perfect client for the hotel, but the celebrity market. Kate Moss is one of the well-known people that have been there, and Johnny Depp, the U.S. actor, has been there as well. So in this particular case, you see Kate Moss doing a very contortionist type of pose, if you will. But again, this is just an example of the kind of artwork that we have scattered throughout the entire hotel, not just the public area or the lobby, but also in the sleeping rooms and suites as well. Next, please. This slide will show you an example of 4 of the rooms and suites that we have throughout the hotel. We have a total of 58 rooms and suites. And you can see here that no two rooms or suites are the same. Each room was individually decorated by designers. You'll see that the motifs are different, the artwork is different, the decor is different, the paints is different. And so this is one of the key features that makes this a very unique experience for the guests that stay in the hotel. Everything is different, everything is unique. And again, people get a visually stimulating experience by staying in the sleeping rooms and going throughout the entire hotel. Next, please. So the 5 pictures that you see here show you, again, what the hotel has to offer. The 4 pictures that show the pool is on the back side of the property. The property, by the way, has about 5 acres, so it's a fairly sizable piece of property. And again, our location, I didn't quite mention this before, but we sit about 20 minutes away from the center of Verona. It's about 6 miles or 10 kilometers to the northwest. So we're in a slightly less urban suburb, if you will, of Verona. So on the 5 acres, we have this large pool which sits to the rear of the property. You'll see as well as that there are chaise lounges, that there are umbrellas. So guests that stay there can, do some touring during the day outside the hotel. If they want to come back and take advantage of the pool and sit by the sun, they certainly could do that. The pool is available as well for the guests from May through September. You'll see as well in the picture on the lower right that there is a jacuzzi there as well. The picture on the lower right shows you a table where that is actually the garden restaurant. So guests can dine al fresco right next to the pool. I'll talk more about the garden restaurant in a couple slides, but the pool area and the restaurant area is a very versatile area. It's also usable for functions that may take place. So if there's a destination wedding on property, or if there's a small business meeting, or there's a group that wants to have an outdoor cocktail reception, this area is perfect. The picture in the middle is the picture of the Espace Byblos Spa. So we have a spa that sits in the lower floor, and you can see here that this is the pool area. When you look at the mosaic on the floor and the artwork that's on the walls and the ceiling, to me this is very indicative of the Italian or Roman baths that you see throughout Italy and Sicily in villas and such. So I think that that's probably the best analogy that I can give, but you can see that it is a very warm and inviting and relaxing spa in the hotel. Next slide, please. Now, I mentioned the garden restaurant, and the picture in the middle is the garden restaurant, which is outdoor dining. You see that we have this glass canopy which covers the area, which would protect the guests in case it started to rain. But you can see that there's detail even in the glasswork above the seating area. When you take a look at the tables, you also see that the top of the tables have a sort of a colorful artistic side to them as well. So we continue the artistic nature of the property even there. The picture on the left shows you the fountain with the grounds that surround that. It's actually in an area of the hotel that can be utilized for functions. You'll see that in a subsequent slide coming down the road. And the picture on the right again just highlights some of the artwork that we have in the hotel, as well as the mosaic tiling on the floor, as well as the kind of really very cool and artistic furniture that's there as well. Next slide, please. Now you'll see the picture again of the fountain with the garden that surrounds it, as well as the area that I just referred to. So this slide talks about how the hotel can accommodate the weddings market. And you know, if you're in the United States, that the destination weddings market is a really big market that has taken hold of the agency audience out there. So lots of agencies are working with clientele that would like to have a destination wedding. And I recognize, being in North America as we are, that the Caribbean and Mexico are perhaps easier, perhaps more conveniently located destinations that the destination wedding market can certainly go to. But quite frankly, why not go to Italy? Why not go to Verona to do so? The city of love, the tie-in with Romeo and Juliet, the love story that goes along with that, makes Byblos and Verona a perfect opportunity. So the three pictures that you see there show you how the property can accommodate the wedding ceremony as well as the wedding receptions. The picture on the upper left is actually the lobby, where they've taken out the furniture and have put in tables, as well as you can see fantastic floral arrangements to really spice up the area, to show you how a wedding reception can take place there. The picture to the right shows you how a wedding reception or cocktails can be taking place in the garden restaurant underneath a canopy. And the picture on the bottom shows you how the courtyard area surrounding the fountain and the garden can also be set up for an outdoor reception. Next slide, please. So again, this is just another indication about how the hotel can set a table for an outdoor reception, and just to show you how the luxury can go to even the table setting that you see here. Next slide, please. So this is a short video that was that highlights an event that the hotel put together some time ago. It's not an actual wedding reception, but it shows you a function that was made available to wedding planners from Italy. It shows you how the space that again is the lobby can be utilized for a reception in this case. We have several models that are wearing wedding gowns. They're not actually 5 weddings taking place at the same time. But again, this is again showing you that the hotel works with the domestic wedding market, and can accommodate those that a very, very important market. So the next portion of this presentation is talking about our promotions that we make available. So this slide will talk about 4 offerings that we have, in which you book 3, 4, 5, or 7 nights and get 1 free night. So the first one is a 3-night offering. So you book 3 nights for the price of 2. It runs from October 15th of 2023 through December 29th. The second offering is a 4-night for the price of 3, which is currently in effect from April 6th. It runs through June 15th of this year. The third offering is a 5-night for the price of 4. It runs from June 4th until June 15th, so it's coming up very shortly. and it comes back again running from October 1st through December 29th of 2023. The next one is a 7-night offering for the price of 6, and that comes up again from June 16th of 2023, running through September. So you see that we have 4 different offerings. They are available from a variety of different times during the year. But again, it offers a very good savings and value to their clients. And you can see how that goes. Next slide, please. So Amarone flavors. So this, again, I talked about the different types of special interest and who the clients are that fall within them. And I mentioned, again, the wine lover. So the wine connoisseur, who certainly knows Italian wines or Italian wine regions, will know that Valpolicella is the region that runs through the northeastern part, the Veneto region of Italy. And they will also know that Amarone is one of those wines that is created in this particular area. It's a blend of several different grapes. It's a red wine. The flavor characteristics are that it's a substantive wine. It's not a light wine. It tends to be heavy in mouthfeel. It has a very raisiny finish to it. It's not the kind of wine that you might want to sip. It pairs very, very nicely with meats and such. So that is what the area is known for. So this package includes a 2-night stay with daily buffet breakfast. It also includes a 4-course tasting menu at our Ristorante Amistà, which, by the way, is a 1-star Michelin restaurant. If the foodies out there know about the Michelin star system, you know that if you get 1 Michelin star or more, you've really got some good culinary abilities, and you have a creative chef. So a restaurant in Amistad, we're really, really pleased to say that it has the 1 Michelin star. So we're offering, again, the 4-course menu for the 2 folks. It does not include beverages, but again, the food portion is part of the package price. It also includes an Amarone tasting in our wine cellar. Further into the presentation, we talk a little bit about our wine cellar. But I'll suggest to you that we have a very deep and varied wine cellar, and it's a really good feature of the property. We also have our spa. It's called the Space Byblos Spa, as I mentioned earlier. And also this package includes a 1-hour entrance into the spa. It's based upon availability, and then you have to have an advanced reservation for your service. You can get a 30-minute facial or body treatment per person. And the hotel also offers, and includes in this case, a shuttle service that goes from the property to the center of Verona and back. This operates from 9:30 morning through 6 p.m. in the evening. Next, please. Remember I mentioned that we have the wine cellar. I aspire to have a wine cellar like this. I unfortunately have my meager collection of about 100 bottles in my closet. But this is a very extensive wine cellar. What you don't see in this picture is that it could also be utilized for private functions, where we can have the restaurant Amistad provide the food, do wine pairings. It's great for the small group market. It's great for a family that might want to have a special function there. It's great for a destination wedding that wants to have the bridal party do a special dinner that's there. So it's a really, really, really good asset that we have on the property. Next slide, please. So I talked about the special interests. So for the opera lover, the Opera dell'Arena di Verona is the local opera company, and they are celebrating in 2023 their 100th anniversary. They have a series of operas that they utilize the Arena di Verona, which is a 1st century Roman amphitheater that is in operation until today. It still is in operation. So the beauty about this is that it's a fantastic outdoor arena where the opera lover can go and watch a contemporary event in a 1,000-year-old architectural marvel that still exists today. So opera art is the series of the sessions that they have. And we've created a 2-night package, which provides accommodations in what we're calling one of our art and design rooms with daily buffet breakfast. It includes a pre-opera dinner. It's a 3-course menu, which is in the Garden Restaurant. In this case, it's food only. It's the drinks that are included. The ticket is called the Polcinissima Platinum ticket, and that's provided one per person. We provide private transfers from the hotel to the arena and back. It also includes the 1-hour session in the Byblos Spa. It includes a hairstyling session as well, and it also includes the 30-minute facial or the body treatment per person. Now, opera tickets, as you can see, are based upon availability and not refundable. This package operates from June 17th and runs through the summer months through September 9th. It's a great promotion. It's a great package. Opera lovers, this is a great opportunity to get out there and take advantage of something that's really, really special. And in fact, because it's the 100th anniversary of the opera company operating, it even makes it that much more special. So next, please. So this is the great picture that it can show over here. Again, you can see the picture of the arena. You can see that it's the Roman amphitheater. It was built in the 1st century AD by the Romans, and you can see how it operates as a fantastic venue in the outdoor months, in the summer months. Again, the picture on the right, I hope this, for the foodies, that this will whet your appetite. You know, the fact that we have a 1-star Michelin restaurant, we have a creative, very creative chef. We have seasonal menus that change as the seasons continue. And again, because we have the little farm on the property itself, we have the ability to take fresh produce, fresh vegetables, and fresh fruit, and incorporate them into our offering. So, foodies, you'll love it as well. Next slide, please. So the Taste One Night is a package that I will say is for the clientele that just wants to have a one-night getaway. It will work well with the clientele that may be doing something else in Italy. They're doing touring. They want to have an experience at the property either before they touring or after they do touring, or the folks that might be doing a Mediterranean cruise where they'd like to do something prior to the cruise operating or after the cruise is over. And this is a package that you'll see the inclusion. It's a one-night package. It's also in one of our art and design rooms. It does include breakfast on a daily basis. We also offer the 4-case tasting menu in Ristorante Amistà. Again, beverages are not included. Again, it includes the 1-hour session in the Space Byblos Spa. It also includes the facial or the body massage for 30 minutes per person. And again, also provides the shuttle service that goes from Verona, from the property to the center of Verona from 9:30 until 6 p.m. in the evening. Next, please. Okay, again, so for the spa lover, here we go. We have a one-night stay package offering buffet breakfast. It includes a dinner for 2, the 4-course tasting menu in Ristorante Amistà again. It includes a couples treatment, couples massage, for example. It's a 50-minute massage. It includes, again, the 1-hour entrance into the spa, again, based upon availability with advanced reservations, and also including the shuttle service to the center of Verona. Next, please. So we're at the point now where, okay, I've hopefully piqued your interest. How is it that you can work with us? How can you get the rates? How can you find out about how to book us? So there are 3 ways that you can book us. You can go directly to our website, and I would certainly encourage you to visit the website, which you can see here is www.byblosarthotel.com. Not only will you see information about the individual suites and also the sleeping rooms, you'll also see the packages that we have there. You'll also see much more information about the hotel. So you can utilize the website to book your accommodations, or you can get more information as well through that. You can call the hotel directly. You see that the country code is 0011 for the access to the international dialing system. 309 is the code for Italy. And you see the number 40045685555 going directly into our reservations department. Or you have my email address, richard@theluxurystarscollection.com. Please feel free to reach out to me if you would like me to help you make a booking. If you have questions, any questions whatsoever, no question is not worth asking. Please, 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 please reach out to me so you can find out more about the hotel, or I can help expedite a booking, be it an FIT, be it a group, or what have you. Our rates are based on seasonality. We offer rates on a net basis. We have a variety of different categories. I will send this information to you in my follow-up. I have a matrix, a PDF that is easier to send to you rather than include it in this presentation. And as well, I will send you the information about the packages, and you can get availability again by finding out through the reservations department, the website directly, or by sending me a call, or sending me an email, or giving me a call. I will tell you that we are in the process of working with some of the US-based tour operators for inclusion in their programs, for their track programs, or their FITs, as well as group offerings. And as well, we are talking to some of the US-based consortium programs so that we can work with them as our distribution network as well. So since the hotel came on board in the US in February, this is what we're planning on. This is what we're striving for, to make it easier for you to work with us and make a booking with us. So hopefully that will just ease the situation as we move forward. Next slide, please. So this is just a reminder, if you will, about what the hotel looks like, what the experience looks like. Obviously, videos only tell a little bit of a story, so do pictures, so do what I tell you. We certainly would encourage you as a travel agent to find some time to come visit us. We do offer travel agent rates. We would love for you to come on by. If you put a group together, I'm sure that you can come on by as the group leader. So one of you will be lucky enough to have a 2-night stay. And so please feel free to work with us. So at this point, let's turn it over to some of the questions that might be available that were posed in the chat room. Fernando, are you going to handle this, I believe?
Well, right now, Richard, we have a couple questions coming in. Okay. Question comes in from, I don't see the city here, but is there a way to choose the type of room decor guests would like to have for their stay? I can't imagine that a person who would enjoy the first room shown on the left of this slide wouldn't necessarily be equally excited to have the one of the others. So there are different types of slides available, different types of rooms. The question is, can they choose the type of room decor?
I'm going to guess that the short answer on that is that it's probably very challenging to be able to confirm a specific room based on the decor. I would say that by all means, request a particular room if you saw a picture of it that stoked your interest, and certainly request that, and the hotel staff will do all possible to be able to confirm that specific room. I think that that's probably the best short answer that I can give to you. Hope that satisfies.
The next question, we can handle it simply. Someone just said, I'm sorry I joined late. Will we be able to receive this presentation after the fact? And yes, a link will be provided to you so that you'll be able to review the presentation and hopefully have your questions answered. Okay, the next question comes in from Sarasota, Florida. Does the hotel close for any part of the year?
The answer on that is yes. The hotel is closed roughly from the beginning part of January, so January 1st, New Year's Day, if you will, and runs. It's closed from about January 1st through the end of February. The opening date is in early March. There is no set date for reopening, but it does close for that time period to refresh the hotel, to give the staff an opportunity to reinvigorate themselves and all that. So it does close for those 2 months or so.
Okay, we have a next question coming in. How far away is the Opera House?
Well, I don't have the exact mileage to the opera itself, the Opera House, but from the city center of Verona, we're about 10 kilometers, which is about 6 miles. So I'd say that we are somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to 6 miles away, which probably should take about 20 minutes by car to get there.
Okay. Thank you. Next question. How big of a wedding can you handle in terms of the number of people?
Well, I don't have the exact number at this point. I will get that information to you. My guess is that we could probably handle about up to 100 people, but I don't have the specific number, but I can certainly get back to you as part of the follow-up on that. So I will have to get back to you about um, that particular information.
Okay. Our next question, is this hotel offered by any of the US-based tour operators or DMCs?
Again, good question. I talked about that at the end of the presentation. We are currently in talks with two of the US-based tour operators. The expectation is one should come online within the next month or so. We'll find out about the second one, hopefully later this week. There are local DMCs in Italy that can book the hotel. I don't have a listing of them, but in terms of the US-based operations, we will have them shortly, and I'll be happy to send that information out to you as soon as those deals are finalized.
Okay, this next question I think you've touched on, but let's reiterate. Does the hotel offer any type of shuttle or transportation to local attractions?
Yes, I did mention that. I did say that the hotel offers a complimentary shuttle service that runs from 9:30 in the morning until 6 p.m. into the central part, the downtown area of Verona. So it is available to all the guests at the hotel.
Okay. This next question is pretty specific. What type of seating is included in the Poltronissima ticket for the Opera Art package?
That is a wonderful question that I don't have the answer for you right now. I need to find out exactly what that offers from the opera company, and I will revert back to you on that one. But unfortunately, I just don't have it at this point in time.
Okay, we have a request actually to please email a flyer on the Opera Art special, including prices. Thank you for your email address. We have that, and that will be part of the follow-up that we'll be sending to all the participants. So our next question is, everything showed to you commissionable, the rooms, the weddings, the packages? What percentage do they pay when working with travel advisors?
Good question. So yes, we offer commissions to travel agents. We net it out, but basically it reflects 15% off of the best available rates, the bar rates that are at the hotel. Packages are commissionable as well. And again, it's provided on a net basis. So if you wanted to mark it up to a level that you feel comfortable with, but it is based on a 15% commission. And
Okay.
yes.
And we have, well, follow-up questions were the same thing about how does the net basis work for travel advisors. And I think you've clarified that the travel advisor will receive a net rate and can then mark it up to still below the retail value shown through the hotel. Okay.
Yep.
The next question we have here is, how far is the hotel from Verona town and Lake Garda?
So I mentioned before that the Verona is roughly 6 miles from the center of Verona. From Lake Garda, we're actually, I went on the Google Maps, and we are 24 kilometers from the city of Garda, which sits, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe on the eastern shore of the lake. So 24 kilometers, and it takes about 30 or so minutes to get there. So easily reachable, and then you can take advantage of all the things that the Lake Garda area has to offer.
Okay, our next question comes from Vicky. How far away from the airport are you, and do you have transportation available, specifically airport?
So I mentioned earlier that the airport in Milan is about 100 miles away from the hotel. Takes about 2 hours to get there. The larger airport that's available to the guests coming into that area. The airport in Venice is about 75 miles, about an hour and a half. And we don't provide transportation to the airport through the concierge at the hotel. We could probably make it available, but it's not available on a complimentary basis.
Okay. We have a next request here from Jane. Richard, if you'd be so kind as to repeat your email address.
My email address is very easy. First name Richard, Richard, at the luxurystarscollection.com.
Okay.
So very easy.
So they are asking for updates to be sent regarding US-based tour operators. That will be a follow-up as part of our information after the presentation. So yes, we will keep you informed of all US tour operators will be working with us. And the final question so far is, I may have missed this, but how does a travel advisor set up our account with the hotel?
So if you were to go onto the website, you would get to the area when it's you have to make a booking. There will be a code that you have to be put in, which translates to the net rate. You'll put your agency information in there, and then all the specific information will be conveyed at that point. On the other side of that, if you wanted to go through me or contact the hotel directly to set up the account, that is something that is easily doable as well. So a couple different ways that you can do that.
Okay,
So
that brings us to the last question. So if there's anybody else who would like to ask a question before we do our raffle, now would be the great time to just put that in the Q&A. Otherwise, Richard, we'll give it maybe 30 seconds. If no more questions come up, it's time for the big question and to see who the winner will be.
fantastic.
Okay. Give it 15 more seconds.
You know,
All right. Well, I guess everybody is all set with their questions. So now, as we mentioned in our previous communications, we are raffling off a 2-night stay at the Byblos Art Hotel. We are going to, or I should say, Richard is going to ask a question that he mentioned during his presentation. Now, everybody be ready. The first person to pop up on the questions and answer chart with the correct answer will win the 2 tickets, the 2-night stay at the Byblos. So, Richard, whenever you're ready, pull the trigger.
all right. So I hope that you were paying attention. I mentioned earlier that there are a variety of different types of clientele that would stay at Byblos. I also mentioned that there were 2 celebrities who stayed there. So who is the U.S. actor who has been to the hotel? Who's the first one in?
Oh, we got a winner. First one to come in. So the answer is yes, Johnny Depp. And our winner today is Michelle Pate, who was the first one to come in with the correct answer.
Ah, congratulations, Michelle. So I will make sure that I have your contact info, and I will send you an email. I will be introducing you directly to our head of sales. His name is Alessandro Uro, and I will allow the 2 of you to be in touch with each other about the dates that you'd like to visit the property, and as well, he'll come back to you to let you know whether or not it's doable. So fantastic. Well, thank you very, very much for spending the time and listening to my presentation. And we certainly hope that you have the opportunity to visit us and to also book the hotel for your clients.
And just so that we're clear, the question was what American actor. Yes, Kate Moss was also mentioned, but Kate Moss is actually British. So maybe we were a little sneaky in that, but it was American actor.
Yep.
Anybody else have any last questions for us? Okay.
Wow. So from my side, I want to thank Fernando for expediting the slides over here and the introduction as well. He's my cohort in crime here in the United States. I want to thank Byblos for providing us with the information to provide to you. as well as all of you for taking some time to sit with us. I had hoped that it was going to be a 30-minute presentation, but I saw that we went about 45 minutes. So thank you very much for expressing an interest in learning about the hotel. And I really look forward to working very, very closely with you for this hotel in the future and accommodating all of your clients' needs as well as your own. So with that, I think I'm done. So thanks so much, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone. And with that concludes our session. We will be sending out the follow-up links with this recording. We thank you for participation and look forward to seeing you on the next one. Goodbye, everyone.
Thanks very much. Bye-bye.